Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of The Soldier, a poem by Rupert Brooke. Rupert Brooke is popular for his highly impressive war sonnets. He fought actively as a soldier in the First World War. And the primary theme of this poem is patriotism and the idealized view of a soldier's sacrifice for his country. The soldier describes a soldier's pride for his country and a self motivated willingness to die happily for his motherland. It deals with the patriotic values of a loyal soldier. It is all about the idealism and sincere values that Brooke died believing in firmly, with a spirit of courageousness and unshakable faith. The speaker in the poem is an English soldier. He exhibits deep love and admiration for his country. True to his deep seated feelings, he says that if he dies on the battlefield while fighting, his body will be likely to be buried in a foreign land. That piece of land, he affirms, would be considered part of England precisely because the dead body of an English soldier lies under it. To him, this foreign dust is rich, but the dust of his body will be richer than the dust where he would be sleeping after death. He says that England shaped his body from the time of his birth and also gave him good thoughts as an individual human being. England blessed his life with flowers and wonderful paths to Rome. It was while spending his earlier time there that he breathed in the fresh and wholesome air of England, bathed in a majestic rivers, and grew up under its star lights. The beautiful environment of England nurtured and developed his overall personality. For these precious endowments, he feels highly indebted to his motherland. Therefore, he would feel happy if he is able to repay this debt he rightly owes to his motherland. In the next part of the poem, the poet says that after his demise, his soul will be purified of all evils. It will then emerge with the all powerful divine souls and thus will become an inseparable part, the Almighty. When his union will take place, he would be able to repay the debt he owes to his country of birth and upbringing. He also says that he will not like to be separated from his motherland even after its death. His soul would then do its best to spread all the noble values and ideals that he learned from his country. He will go places to tell others about the beautiful sights and sounds of England. His country, England, blessed him with remarkable qualities like lofty aspirations and joyfulness. He would then spread this spirit of cheerfulness and admiration to others he would be likely to meet during the next course of his journey. This attitude of the poet clearly shows how much the soldier loves his country. The first line of the poem implies that people need not mourn the soldier's death, and throughout the remaining part of this poem, the poet enumerates the reason for this suggestion through the picture of his country he brings alive before our lives. This fine war sonnet begins with the idea of the anonymous soldier's death, also asserts that his decomposing body will infuse the ground around him with a little of his English values and ideals. The second and middle part of the poem personifies England and describes how he considers his country to be picturesque and beautiful. In the final stanza of the poem, the poet suggests that he would be able to attain some form of immortality under a heaven that is English after dying a brave soldier's death. This poem has two titles, The Soldier and 1914, The Soldier. Now let's read the poem. If I should die, think only this of me, that there is some corner of a foreign field that is for ever England. There shall be in that rich earth a richer dust concealed. A dust whom England bore, shaped, made aware, gave once her flowers to love her ways to roam. So he says, now when the starting line itself says, that is, if I am going to die, what you have to think about me is that I am going to die in the war, and that war will be taking place in another country. And if I am going to die there, naturally I am going to be buried there. And if I am buried there, I am an English person, and therefore the place where I am buried will become England. And of course, after we all die, we are going to become dust. But Because I am buried there and my body is going to become rust, that will be the richer dust which is concealed because my body is concealed under the earth. And what dust it is that it is a dust which was born in England, which was shaped in England, and it is a dust which received from England her love, her ways to Rome. A body of England's breathing English air, washed by the rivers, blessed by sons of home. And the body which is buried there is the body of England. It has breathed English air, it has washed itself in the rivers of England, and it was blessed by the sun which was in England. And think this heart all evil shed away, a pulse in the eternal mind, no less, gives some way back the thoughts by England given. And what will happen to his heart? All the evils will be gone, and it will go to the eternal mind. And there, wherever it is going to go, it is going to give the thoughts which was given to it from England. Her sights and sounds, dreams happy as a day, and laughter learnt of friends and gentleness, in hearts at peace under an English heaven. And what all I am going to give is, I am going to give the sights and sounds I got from England, dreams of the happy days, laughter, what I learnt my friends, the gentleness in the heart, all this which I learnt from the English heaven. And here ends the poem. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.